American German Bulldog Nation. Welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, today's a big day in Trump world. Donald Trump goes to Washington, D.C. to enter his not guilty plea in front of Judge Shaka Khan. So we'll see what happens. By the way, I thought about this. You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen to the poll numbers as Trump gets acquitted in these cases? Or he'll become a martyr if he's convicted. It's going to be great either way. Trump says COVID is evil. Of course, he says, we will not comply. Trump warns. COVID tyrants are eyeing lockdowns. Hey, it worked for them in 2020. You don't think these guys are not going to try it in 2024? You're damn right it is. Blake Masters is going to give it another shot against Senator Sinema out in Arizona. He was the Republican who barely lost. This is going to be interesting depending on what Kari Lake does. I'm wondering if Kari Lake is going to be VP, so it won't make any difference. This is messed up. Masked thieves pepper sprayed and stole $500,000 of merchandise from a jewelry store in Pasadena, California. Unbelievable. They're getting away with this stuff. There's an allegation by Letita James. We'll call her LJ. LJ says that Trump inflated his net worth by $2.2 billion. Let me tell you something about this. This is so hysterical. By the way, true or not true, I don't know. He's still got some billions. But here's the thing. It is subject to interpretation what something is worth. Trump might see his real estate valued at X for this reason. Somebody else, Y for that reason. What you value your home, what a realtor value, two different realtors value your home, totally different. That's why this is so silly. Well, deadly tropical storm Idalia flooded parts of South Carolina, including Charleston, as it pummeled Florida. Unbelievable devastation in its wake. Crazy. All right. Oliver Anthony made history again. He's staying atop 100. By the way, country music songs are also 2 and 3. I think Morgan Wallen's song is second, but he's staying on top. And Oliver Anthony, I'm jealous as hell. He gets a Joe Rogan interview. I want a Joe Rogan interview about the butcher of Pakistan. Anybody's got connections to Joe Rogan, please hook me up. I think he'd love the story. Anyway, he made Joe Rogan, so he's just riding that wave, man. Took my life changing overnight, like Cinderella story. All right, GOP is calling for a probe. Can't make this up. Biden's Iran envoy was suspended. And Iran has released some memos that there are some suspicious circumstances of why that was suspended. Probably a damn spy. Vanguard and BlackRock are cutting back on their support for shareholder, climate, and social issues. Yeah, I wonder why. It's always the bottom line. All right. Giuliani got sanctioned like $160,000 in attorney fees on a case that he filed in Georgia. And the judge kind of roasted him pretty good. Time to move on that, Judy. Now, I love this. We know for a fact, firsthand accounts, the people involved, that Barack Obama is gay. Or bisexual, at least. And there's been people. The man in Chicago mysteriously died. Well, it's awesome that Tucker is no longer on Fox News and has the platform that he has and can come out and speak about this. Barack Obama was a serious drug user. Fine. But let's not hide it. And because this is before he became president. And he also, we all know, dreamed about having sex with gay men, did have sex with other gay men because he's gay. I called him, man. I called him the metrosexual president when he was elected. You can feel the vibe. You can see the vibe. Michelle was his hammer. You know, he was subservient to old Michelle. A week. He's not even a beta male. He's a gay male, which is all right. But they covered it up. Go Tucker, go. Joe Biden apparently admitted to people close to him in a new book that he's tired. He says it all the time. Do you think? Do you think? We know he's tired. Victor Ramaswamy's been taking hits. You know why? That's what happens when they all gang up on you. And that's what happened to poor old, not Victor, Vivek. Trump holds a 42-point lead in Georgia, where he's been indicted. They never listened to me. A tree fell on Ron DeSantis' governor's mansion. Everybody was okay. Wife and children were there, but everybody's okay. He's having a bad month. Don Jr. slammed for claiming Michelle Obama is a man. I still wonder about this. I'm telling you. I generally don't believe it, but it is kind of weird and funny. Tucker Carlson. He's concerned that Trump's going to be assassinated, and why shouldn't we? I worry about that. I worry about it a lot. Mark Meadows testified in his wanting to remove it all to federal court in Georgia, and the judge wants briefs on the subject matter. Old Fannie Willis is getting nervous. And yesterday, Senator McConnell had a Mitch glitch freeze up in northern Kentucky, another 30-second pause line, people walking up to him, just completely froze. And as I pointed out last night on my Facebook Live, if this is happening twice in public over a 24-hour period, can you imagine how much this happens? Holding on to that power. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. You have a great one.